In today's episode of the Hexagon Challenge, we have a chance to wrap up the league. As you can see, we are dominating the league. We have won pretty much all our games, just the odd draw here and there since you last left us. And we have a chance today to wrap it up. We are 10 points clear of Ahua, who are second in the table. Also unbeaten, to be fair. It's very harsh for them to not win the league when they go unbeaten, but we're just that much better. Obviously, they've drawn a lot of their games. So we are 10 points clear with 5 games to go. A win today would obviously still have 12 points left, but we could, depending on if they don't win their game. If they lose their game, we'd be 13 points clear. So I wanted to make sure we were back for the episode. We're submitting the team. You obviously know the boys by now. If you don't, go watch the previous episodes. Yeah, we could potentially clinch it. So let's come back for this game because I didn't want to miss it, just on the off chance that Ahua or some of the teams below them. Obviously, it's not just them that could still win the league. Obviously, we are winning the league. I think it's a dead cert by now, and we do take a nice early lead. Tomasi getting on the end of the corner, putting it in the back of the net to make it 1-0. And like I say, it's very comfortably going to be our league. In terms of what we'll do next, obviously we still have a few games left. We'll play those off camera if we do wrap it up. So we'll either wrap it up this game, or if we win this game and win the next game, then it'll be definitely wrapped up because there'll only be 3 games left and we'll be at least 10 points clear. So we can wrap it up today potentially, or we could wrap it up in... Well, we can wrap it up today, definitely, but we can wrap it up in this game or potentially in the next game as well. But I didn't want to miss the title challenge. Obviously, we have other chance to win the title, so we're coming back for this game, just in the off chance that Ahua do lose their game. They've not lost all season, but you never know. In terms of next season, obviously, I think we will be going up. Well, we will almost certainly be going up to the top division, so there is a bit of progress there. I think what we'll do is we'll continue at Vaulongo, but we'll keep an eye out for jobs. If a good job in New Zealand particularly comes up, I think we'll definitely be going there. I don't think anywhere else, to be honest, in Oceania would be that much of a step up. Looking around at the other teams in this country and just in Oceania in general, I think we've massively looked into a very good side here because no one else really has any money to spend. We're the only team that actually spend a bit of money on wages. Obviously, we're not really using a lot of it because most of the players are on, well, all the players are on non-contracts. Most of them are on like less than £100 a week. Most of them are on like 10 or £50 a week. Like they're not getting a lot for an appearance, and we don't play that many games anyway. So it's actually quite odd, but they do seem to spend a lot of money. Fale Papalangi with a free kick makes it 3. But they do seem to spend quite a bit of money, these boys, and I don't really know why. There's not really that much money in the club. There's a little bit of sponsorship, and we will get a little bit for winning this league, but certainly not enough to where you would think, oh, there's a good reason we're spending a lot of money. Yes, I don't know. I don't know why they spend a lot. We have had a takeover as well. A new owner is in the club. It doesn't really seem to have made a difference. The only thing he did was clear the debt, but by taking out a bank loan. So we've took out like a £20,000 loan, which has basically cleared the debt and gave us a little bit of balance. Obviously, we will get some money for winning the league, which will give us about 17.5k. So that'll take us up to about 20, and I think we have about 6k in sponsorship. So we should have close to 30k. 25, 30k by the end of the season. Probably closer to 25 once we've continued to pay wages and running the club. 4-0 now going into this half. It's just far too easy. We've got players who are far too good for the top division, never mind for the second division. I'm really interested to see how we would get on. It's a shame there isn't like a cup that allows you to qualify for the Oceania Champions League either, because if we were in that, we'd have had a good chance of competing for it. I really don't know how far away we are from the other teams. Looking at the squads in the top division, a lot of them don't have full sides anyway. It's a lot of greyed out players. So I think if we do go up, and obviously we're very likely to go up, let's just stop pretending. We're definitely going up, aren't we? Look at us. When we go up, I think it's very likely we can challenge for the title. I don't see any reason why we can't. Now, obviously, we may not stay that long if a good job, but to be honest, I've had a look, and obviously there's not that many teams in New Zealand. There's three sort of mini leagues because obviously the country's a little bit kind of, big. Well, not big, but it's quite a big distance, I guess. Otherwise, I don't know why there's 3 leagues, but there's like a northern league, a central league, and a southern league. But there's about 10 teams in each, so I don't really understand why. But there's about, yeah, I mean, if we could get a job into one of those leagues, I think that's the best chance, because New Zealand seems, it was weirdly enough, Solomon Islands seem to do quite well in the Champions Leagues as well. They've had a couple teams get to the quarters. So I guess if a good team from there came in for us, maybe that would be our next chance. But you never know. We might actually just stay at Tonga. You know, we might actually win the Champions League in Tonga the whole time. I don't know how big the difference is in quality between the teams, the players playing in New Zealand and Tonga. You'd assume the New Zealand teams would be a lot better, but based on the results they've had in the Champions League, I mean, they're only just beating teams from the Solomon Islands. They're not beating them like 7 or 8-0. So I really don't know why. But I think if we obviously keep some investment up, and obviously the reputation of the club increases a little bit by getting promoted, this will be 2 back-to-back promotions. So clearly the owners have had big ideas. Obviously our current owner's sold, so I'm not sure why he sold, but he's stepped aside, and we've got a new boy in. He's not really looking to invest a lot of money, though, because all he did was get a bank loan, put us in a bit of debt to clear the balance. So not really sure why, but there's no cup competition in Tonga at all. So when we get to the top league, we've had a player sent off. That's a shame. When we get to the top league, there won't be any difference in terms of league games. To be honest, we'll just play without a right back. I don't think it's going to matter for 10 minutes, given how bad these boys are. Usually I would mess around, switch everyone around, bring someone on, but I just don't think it matters. I just think me leave a massive gap, and we'll probably still keep a clean sheet. Maybe not. Let's see on the highlight. Whipped in. There is no right back. Yeah, okay. Well, there was someone there, but he's offside anyway. So I guess the right back maybe would have played him onside. So we've actually done well not having one. But yeah, I think we'll stay here until we see kind of what the gap is between New Zealand. Like I say, if we do see a good job in New Zealand, and I don't just mean any team in one of those leagues, obviously if they're paying £300 a week in wages, it's not really a step up, is it? If anything, it's actually a step down, because we've got a fairly decent budget here at Longo Longo. I never know whether they call us Val Longo Longo or just Longo Longo, but we have won today. I don't know if that's it. I don't know if we've won the league. I don't know what I wasn't actually paying attention to the other result or the other results. They drew, which puts us 12 points with 4 games. So I think it's all but mathematically confirmed. I think with 4 games, the goal difference we've absolutely won the league now. We'll play the second game, because that'll actually wrap us up as long as we draw. So yeah, we'll go play that now. Right, so we are back for the second game, and we can officially wrap up the title here. We had to make one change to the side. Our left back, who was actually suspended in the last game, came back in, so I guess it's actually 2 changes, and then our right back is suspended, so he's been obviously he got sent off, so he's missed the game, but realistically it shouldn't matter. We're playing bottom of the league anyway. Oh no, one of our players has been injured. Well, thankfully we're at the end of the season, so it doesn't matter so much. But yes, anything but a loss today pretty well will mathematically win us the title. Obviously it's already wrapped up anyway. 12 points clear, 4 games to go. They'd have to win every game, we'd have to lose every game, and they'd have to have the goal difference swing the other way. We've not lost all season, so the idea of us losing 4 games is really unlikely. So we are going to win the league today. As long as we don't lose, we should be fine. And we are only 3 games away after this, I guess 4 games away including this, from an invincible season. I don't think we've had one ever. I don't think I've ever had an invincible season. So this would be something special if we could do this here. I'm trying to wrap my brain. I don't think I've ever done an invincible season. I might have done like a lower English league one, like tier 20 or something like that. Maybe then, when there was only about 12 games in the league or something crazy like that. But I guess this is quite a short league, so I won't be boasting about my invincible season in the Tongan second division too much around town. But, you know, it's nice to see. And our backup right backs actually got the opening goal. It was a decent finish, to be fair. The goalkeepers are so bad at this level. They're so bad. But he's done well to get it in the back of the net, and he does make it 1-0. He could be the boy that wraps us up the title. You never know. Well, I guess a draw wraps it up anyway, so it doesn't matter. But he could be if we do draw this game, because we are drawing this game. I'm saying all this now about an invincible season. For some reason, we'll drop off now and lose these 3 out of 2 or something, 2 out of 3 games or 4 games or whatever it is left. We'll just go on a weird losing streak now for no reason. Oh no, the goalkeeper deciding to have a weird moment. Thankfully, we got away with it a bit. Yeah, why do we not look as good today? What's going on? Oh, the pressure of winning the titles just yeah, without that key midfielder, that's what it is. We've actually done I don't know what I was going to try to say there. We've actually done so many transfers, and they are, oh my God, I can't speak. They're all going to join us actually before the end of the season. It's very weird how the transfer window works. Basically, before the last couple games of the season, you can actually bring players in. So we will actually get to use a few of them, but we'll probably just, I don't know. I mean, I guess we'll use them because we'll probably be using them next season, so we might as well get them involved. It's going to be a very big gap between the seasons, though. Obviously, they don't kick off till like June or March. Oh my God, that we're 2-on-1 here. Oh no! Oh my God, he's just put it wide from a 1-on-1 like that. That is crazy. Yeah, I think we'll just be doing a lot of clicking because there's not really much we can do. Obviously, we'll look to build the squad and stuff, but realistically, the squad's pretty much there. I don't really know what to do with it. We'll probably take a look at I think the Tongan national team is the way to go for scouting. Just see who's actually getting played for the national team and trying to bring that 11 in so we can basically just have the best 11 Tongan players. I don't really know what else to do. No one's like burst out and played anywhere else. There's no like Tongan player in England or France or anything like that. They don't really have a superstar that's out playing anywhere else. So there's no chance of if we were in like Gibraltar or something, there is a couple of them that are not bad players and playing at decent levels of football, but no, they're all just playing in Tonga. There's no one even like really playing in like New Zealand or anything, which you think would be like the natural step up, or Australia or something. No, they're very much down at this level. Weirdly enough, we could actually, this is a weird little factoid, we could technically win 2 different continental Champions Leagues in the same continent. So if we win the Oceania Champions League, which we will do eventually, we could also win, I think, the Asian Champions League if we went to Australia. I'm pretty sure they play in the Asian Champions League, not the Oceanic Champions League. So it would be a little bit like, I guess, a little bit like how Israel play in the Champions League in Europe, even though they're an Asian side. Obviously, their country is based in Asia, continentally, but they play in UEFA. I think there's a couple others as well that are UEFA, but technically are in different country. I guess Russia is technically Europe and Asia. I don't know if it's officially just Europe because that's where the capital is, but they play obviously in the UEFA well, I guess not anymore, but they did play in UEFA competitions. I don't know. I'm sure there's like 1 or 2 others. I guess like, don't know. Turkey's definitely Europe. So is Greece. I feel like there's something around there, a country around there that's not. Is it like Uzbekistan or something? Do they play in? They might play in. Who am I thinking of? I'm thinking of a very specific team with like blue and white. Anyway, we'll ignore that. We've won the league. We won't be talking about nonsense. We've won the 2nd division in Tonga. Way! Is it Tonga or Tongo? No, it's Tonga. What am I on about? Oh, this. Right, yes. Brilliant. The graphical issues again. Feels like it always happens. Look at the net. It's going mad. Anyway, we've won the 2nd division in Tonga. Way! We're rising in the Hexagon Challenge. We are rising. There's me. Looking, I've got like a mullet. Loving it. Hey! The confetti falls for the Tongan 2nd division winners. Division 1, but it's the 2nd division. Very confusing. I suppose England's actually the most confusing. You've got the Premier League, the Championship, and League One, which all sound like they could be the top division, and the National League. They could all be the top division in England, and you wouldn't really question the names. Anyway, there we are, clapping the 20 or so fans that turned up to watch us win the league. Good stuff. We actually get a bit more than 20. Yeah, terrific achievement, boys. To be fair, they've done well because this is back-to-back promotions. Obviously, we replaced pretty much the whole squad. We've actually got less money. Oh no, we've got more money. They just keep giving us money. Wow. So we're only spending £520 a week and we've got a 2,200 wage budget. We'll never spend it. We'll never ever spend it. We've won the league. Good stuff. So that does mean we will be getting promotion to the Major League. And I'm pretty sure these boys play in the Oceanic Champions League. So let's have a look. Longa Temi won the league last season. I mean, they've had an awful season. So that just shows you how different it is. They won the league last season, but don't seem to have played in. Oh no, they did, but it was after the season. So it's played in like February. That's really inconvenient for us because that's such a gap of no football and then having to play games. So they beat a team from New Caledonia. You'd expect to beat that, but then they lost to a team from Vanuatu and Samoa. So maybe the Tonga is actually really pretty far down. But anyway, who else? Was there anyone else? Yeah, so you're from Tonga as well. So it seems like there was a couple at least, or at least one. No, there was actually. Oh no, they qualified through the preliminary round. Is that right? Yeah, they did. So there was 2 Tonga teams in the Champions League. So it does qualify you, but who knows how it works? Because I'm pretty sure they didn't come runners up last year. So unless it's because they won the league the season before, it qualifies you for 2. I guess we'll kind of see. I mean, it looks like they're going to win the league this year. Yeah. So they were runners up, but they didn't play in it at all last year. They didn't play it in at all. So it's definitely not anything to do with where you are in the league other than winning it. So the Tonga Major League's 12th. So there is to be fair, yeah, there's quite a few leagues above us. So New Zealand, so Fiji, Vanuatu. Okay, so we're kind of the best of the worst, which is a shame. So maybe I think we'll definitely try and go to New Zealand. That's got to be the goal, to try and win it. But I mean, I don't know how far away we are from those teams. We'd have to actually play them, I think. But there isn't a lot of. I mean, there's only 8 teams in the top division as well. Who knows how these qualified for it? Really, who knows? Did they win something? There is a Tonga Cup. Maybe it's just not in. Maybe just not in the database. I feel like there is a Tonga Cup. They obviously don't play in it. Yeah, I think it must just be not in the database. Who knows how they qualified for it? We just know we probably have to win the league to qualify for it. But we'll probably be gone before that anyway. Right. As I said, there's some jobs in New Zealand open, but they're all like lower league. These are in the top division, but they got relegated. So they're actually going in the second division. They're not in this league, even though it shows it. How have they won the league in 8 games? What are you talking about? What is going on? How does this work? Oh, wait, no, is it still going? Oh, the league's still going, right? This is like the playoff thing. So they won the league overall. They're a professional side. That would be the one to manage. So they won the overall league on goal difference. But I think they all qualify for the Champions League anyway. So their season runs pretty similar to ours. It starts a lot earlier because they play more games. They were in the Club World Cup. They only lost 2-0 to Bayern Munich. That's crazy. And PSG. And held Club Lyon to a 0-0. Maybe they're a lot better than I think. Yeah, I'm very confused. It seems like they have a cup as well in New Zealand. But they do play a little bit earlier. But they do finish around this. They actually finished their season a bit earlier than us, which is in November. So, yeah. So it is available, but it's in the second division. Don't think I really want that. They're actually paying less. They've actually got a smaller wage budget than we do. I think we'll hold off. We'll see what we can do in Tonga. But I'm going to go play the last few games off camera. And then next episode, we'll come back, do like a massive, I guess, really long transfer special because our season doesn't start till June. So we've got about half a year to play through. We'll probably keep an eye out for jobs and maybe apply for some if something comes up as well. So we'll probably do half transfer special, half job hunting next episode. Try and get ourselves progressing in this challenge. Try and get to a better nation maybe. But as it stands, we are champions of the Tonga second division. We've won our first trophy. It's in the history books. We've done it. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this episode of the Hexagon Challenge, and I'll see you all for more very soon.